Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making veggie quesadillas. Now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of peppers and onions unless you throw some meat in there. Onions and peppers on its own, not a fan. So I went a different route and went with something a little different. You'll see. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is saute the mushrooms. I used a little olive oil. Let's cook the mushrooms for about 5 minutes over medium-high heat. We're then going to add 1 small clove of garlic. I used a garlic press. And the minute you add the garlic, you want to lower the heat because garlic burns extremely quickly. That's pretty much culinary 101. Garlic burns quickly, it turns bitter. Yeah, we all know that. This part is optional. Well, everything is obviously optional, but red chili flakes, if you don't like it spicy, just omit it. I love chili flakes though. And garlic and chili flakes just go so well together. So about 20 seconds after adding the garlic, I drizzled in a little bit of extra olive oil because if you haven't noticed, mushrooms are like little sponges. They just absorb liquid very rapidly. So my skillet was a bit dry and we need to saute some spinach, which I just added to my skillet. Give everything a toss. We need to season this with salt and pepper. By the way, I used cremini mushrooms, which are very inexpensive. If you can get your hands on some wild mushrooms, I would highly recommend those. So I sauteed this for an additional minute or two, and then I removed it from the skillet. Also, I would definitely recommend serving this spinach mushroom mixture over grilled chicken with some brown rice during the week, and you will love it because it's so simple and it's good for you. So normally I would grill the quesadillas on a grill top that has lines, but we already had this skillet and my tortillas fit in perfectly. So yeah, I just used the same skillet that I sauteed the mushrooms and spinach in. And now I know when you think quesadillas, you think of yellow cheddar or cotija or Oaxaca cheese, I believe it's called. But in my opinion, whenever there is spinach and tomatoes involved, I think mozzarella or mozzarella is whatever you call it, is the best cheese to use. Just my opinion, you may use whichever you prefer. Okay, good. So now you want to place the mixture on top. I was pretty generous. The mixture gave me enough for 2 quesadillas. If you want to make more, just double the recipe. I didn't measure anything really. When you make quesadillas or quesadillas, whatever you call them, you really don't need a recipe for it. You can just eyeball everything and you'll be fine. So for the tomatoes, I use canned diced tomatoes. Make sure to drain them a bit. You don't want the quesadillas to be soggy. I just use a fork and scoop them right out of the can. You can use fresh tomatoes, but canned tomatoes are just a little bit juicier. I added a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot of extra cheese on top, and then I placed another tortilla on top. And I cooked these for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes on each side. You want to be careful when you flip it over. I think that looks so good. I think it has a really nice color. It kind of looks like a pancake. You don't see it? No? Okay. I just placed it onto a chopping board. It's very simple to cut on top of a flat surface. Some plates have edges and it's annoying to cut into. Look at that, that looks really good. Honestly, these were one of the best quesadillas I've ever made. It kind of tasted like pizza, and I love pizza. The tomatoes, the cheese, the mushrooms, even the spinach, everything was just so good. You can even brush a little bit of pesto on the tortillas if you'd like. I just kept it really simple. I cut it into 4, and that's about it. You can serve this with, I wouldn't do sour cream with this. You know what? Just eat it like this because it's so good. And look at it. Like, it's so juicy because of the tomatoes, and I really, really enjoyed these. I really hope you guys give this recipe a try, and thank you all so much for watching.